On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples:
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Collaboration.
The act or situation of working together to create or produce something.
Examples:
Collaboration between companies. Collaboration platform. The partnership program requires a mutual collaboration between both agencies.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Emerging.
Starting to exist, mature, or become well known.
Examples:
Emerging country. Emerging technologies. Emerging technologies have dramatically improved productivity in various industries.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Corporation.
A large company or group of companies that are controlled together by law as a single unit.
Examples:
A public corporation. Corporation assets. 4 companies were amalgamated into a single corporation.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Lone.
Solitary or single.
Examples:
A lone flight. A lone house in the field. The lone traveler walked along the deserted road.
Genius.
Someone who has exceptional intellectual ability and originality.
Examples:
A person of genius. A genius for music. Mozart was a musical genius.
Garage.
A building or part of a building used to store a vehicle or vehicles, typically a car.
Examples:
Electrical garage door. Garage repair. He parked his car in the private garage.
Frustrate.
To hinder or prevent efforts, plans, or desires from doing, succeeding, or being fulfilled, to make someone feel upset or annoyed because they are unable to change or achieve something.
Examples:
Frustrate the advancement. Frustrate other team members. The coach explained a strategy to frustrate the opponent's schemes to the players.
Eddy.
A circular current of water or air that flows in the opposite direction to the main current, causing a small whirlpool, a current of opinion, activity, or trend that goes against the main current.
Examples:
Eddy of water. Eddy of leaves. Unfortunately, the swirling eddy in the river made it difficult to swim.
Glamorous.
Highly attractive and exciting, and different from ordinary things or people.
Examples:
Glamorous movie stars. Cast glamorous eyes. The South Coast is less glamorous yet has many clean and appealing hotels.
Handlebar.
A horizontal bar or rod attached to the front fork of a bicycle, motorcycle, or other vehicles, used as a handle for steering the vehicle.
Examples:
handlebar mustache, grip handlebar. My bike's handlebar is loose and needs to be tightened before I can ride it safely.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
a picture frame, the frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Gear.
A toothed wheel that engages another toothed mechanism to change the speed or direction of transmitted motion, a set of tools, equipment, or other items for a particular purpose.
Examples:
sports gear, a gear change lever. She checked her gear before embarking on the hike.
Brake.
A device used to slow or stop a moving vehicle, typically by applying pressure to the wheels.
Examples:
apply the brake, brake pedal. The results of that election put a brake on political reform.
Motorcycle.
A two-wheeled vehicle that is driven by an engine and has no pedals.
Examples:
motorcycle gangster, electric motorcycle. He had his motorcycle license revoked for drunken driving.
Ingredient.
One of the things used to make something, especially one of the foods used to make a particular dish.
Examples:
secret ingredients, compound the ingredients. Greed is the primary ingredient in the making of criminals.
Clunky.
Heavy, awkward, and old-fashioned, not graceful and clumsy in style, form, or movement.
Examples:
clunky phrasing, clunky robot. Refined character portrayal makes up for clunky gameplay.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool, communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Import.
To bring goods or services into a country from another country, to transfer electronic data into a database or document.
Examples:
import goods, import a style sheet. The company imports raw materials from other countries to manufacture its products.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
decide a question, decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Gradual.
happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Equip.
To provide a person or a place with the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Equip an army. Equip our children with some special skills. The construction company equipped the building with an earthquake-resistant device.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll. Rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Mainstream.
The ideas, opinions, beliefs, etc., that are considered normal or accepted by most people.
Examples:
Join the mainstream. Mainstream political beliefs. His thinking is mainstream in the country's culture.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Incentive.
Something, such as a punishment, reward, etc., that encourages a person to do something.
Examples:
Financial incentives. An incentive to work hard. They have no incentive to win the game.
Innovate.
To introduce new methods, ideas, or products.
Examples:
Innovate a new method. Innovate the quality of his life. Companies developing self-driving cars consistently innovate the emerging technologies.
Disagree.
To have or express a different opinion, idea, etc.
Examples:
Disagree about a particular issue. Disagree with a plan. I disagree for reasons already stated above.
Presentation.
The act of formally introducing or displaying something to others. The manner in which something is presented or given visually, verbally, or otherwise.
Examples:
Presentation skills. Presentation slides. She gave a fantastic presentation at the conference and received a standing ovation.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
Distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples:
Innovation leader. Cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Passionate.
Showing intense emotion or strong feeling, characterized by great enthusiasm or zeal, deeply committed to a cause or belief.
Examples:
Passionate speech. Passionate kiss. Their passionate argument lasted for hours, neither willing to back down.
Knowledgeable.
Having or showing extensive knowledge, expertise, or understanding of a particular subject or field.
Examples:
Knowledgeable staff. Knowledgeable advice. She is quite knowledgeable about the latest trends in technology.
Explosion.
A violent release induced by a chemical or nuclear reaction.
Examples:
A lot of explosions. Site of the explosion. A broken gas pipe triggered the explosion.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples:
Organization chart. Agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Organ.
A part of the body of an animal or plant that has a particular purpose and performs a specific job.
Examples:
Organ bleeding. Damage to internal organs. These infections have the potential to impact practically every organ system.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Software.
A set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples:
software architect, copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Enshrine.
To cherish or protect something as if it is sacred, to place something in a position of honor or respect.
Examples:
enshrine memories, enshrine tradition. The Constitution enshrines the rights and freedoms of citizens.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
government bureaucracy, government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
confer degree, confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Elite.
Belonging to the wealthiest, most potent, best educated, or best trained group in a society.
Examples:
earn elite status, elite athlete. Very few educational elites go to Oxford or Cambridge.
Odd.
Strange or unexpected, not divisible by two.
Examples:
in an odd way, odd behavior. His grandfather was an odd man.
Specification.
A detailed description of the characteristics, features, or requirements of something, typically a product or system, a written statement that outlines the standards, procedures, or requirements for a project or job.
Examples:
functional specification, engineering specification. The project specifications outlined the goals and requirements for the team to complete.
Pipeline.
A very long, large tube that is usually underground and is used for carrying liquid or gas for long distances.
Examples:
a data pipeline, pipeline facilities. Rebels sabotaged the main pipeline supplying oil.
Passive.
Characterized by a lack of activity or initiative, not actively participating or engaging in something, marked by a tendency to accept things without resistance or opposition.
Examples:
passive response, passive vocabulary. The passive approach taken by the government towards climate change is concerning.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy, foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Recommendation:
An official suggestion that something is good or suitable for a particular purpose or job.
Examples:
Follow his recommendations. A letter of recommendation. We made a recommendation to the client.
Cluster:
A group of similar things or people close together, often forming a distinct mass or unit.
Examples:
Live in a cluster. A cluster of stars. A cluster of grapes hung from the vine.
Forth:
Forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples:
Bring forth a beautiful vase. Call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Expand:
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Increasingly:
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Largely:
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Interactive:
Acting reciprocally, mutually responsive.
Examples:
Interactive experience. An interactive device. The new video game has an interactive storyline that allows players to make choices that affect the game's outcome.
Radical:
Relating to the essential aspects of anything, far beyond the norm, mainly used of opinions and actions.
Examples:
A radical flaw in the plan. A radical cure. The government established by the coup was more radical than before.
Uncertain:
Not being sure of something, not being able to choose.
Examples:
Numerous uncertain factors. Take an uncertain attitude. She was uncertain about her friend's intentions.
Attach:
To fasten, join, or connect one thing to another.
Examples:
Attach firmly. Attach a file to an email. He does not attach importance to these rumors.
Pay off.
The outcome or result of an action or series of actions, the return or reward gained from an investment, effort, or risk.
Examples:
Financial payoff. Emotional payoff. The payoff for all my hard work was finally getting a promotion.
Applied.
Of or relating to a subject of study, especially a science, that is used in a practical way.
Examples:
Applied research. Applied physics. Military technology eventually became the foundation for applied technology that supported people's lives.
Telephony.
The technology or operation of telecommunication, the transmission of sound and information over long distances using telephone or other telecommunication devices.
Examples:
Telephony services. Digital telephony. The telephony industry constantly innovates to keep up with new technologies and changing customer needs.
Landline.
Also wireline, a telephone line that transmits and receives signals through a physical wire or cable network, as opposed to a cellular or satellite connection.
Examples:
Landline phone. Landline connection. We need to install a landline in our new office before we can start taking client calls.
Patent.
A legal document that grants an inventor exclusive rights to their invention for a certain period of time, the invention or process for which a patent has been granted.
Examples:
Patent application. Patent law. The company has filed for a patent to protect its new invention.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Cumulative.
Increasing or growing by one addition after another.
Examples:
Cumulative improvement. Cumulative damage. The cumulative effect of years of neglect had taken its toll on the old building.
Wikipedia.
An online encyclopedia that allows users to contribute and edit articles collaboratively, a vast and frequently updated repository of information on a wide range of topics.
Examples:
Wikipedia entry. Wikipedia article. Not all teachers accept citing Wikipedia as a valid source for academic papers.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Keen.
Having or showing quick and eager intelligence or interest.
Examples:
Keen interest. Keen observation. He was keen to learn more about the subject and attended every lecture.
Corporate.
Of or relating to a large company.
Examples:
Corporate right. Corporate environment. The corporate office has decided to lay off 10% of the workforce.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Embryonic.
Of or relating to an embryo, equals an animal organism in the early stages of growth, in an early stage of development.
Examples:
Embryonic stem cells. Embryonic development. The project is still in its embryonic stage.
Marginal.
Of, relating to, or situated at the edge or outer limit, of secondary or minor importance, barely satisfactory or effective.
Examples:
Marginal note. Marginal cost. The company's profits have only been marginal this year, but they're hoping for a better year.
Increment.
A regular increase in the amount of something, such as money, a process of becoming larger, longer, or more important.
Examples:
Steady incremental growth. Small increments. The bid increment for this auction is $100.
Guarantee.
To promise something will happen formally, especially that certain conditions about a product, service, or transaction would be met.
Examples:
Guarantee a high quality. Guarantee women equality. We cannot guarantee enough raw material sources.
Tendency.
An inclination or predisposition towards a particular behavior, attitude, or course of action, a natural or prevailing tendency or characteristic.
Examples:
Economic tendency, curious tendency. There is a growing tendency among young people to prioritize experiences over material possessions.
Reinforce.
To strengthen or support something, especially by adding another material to it, to make a motion, idea, etc. stronger.
Examples:
Reinforce the military. Reinforce good behavior. We should reinforce the troops at the front line.
Sink.
To submerge or go down below the surface of a liquid or substance, to decline or deteriorate, to cause something to go down into a liquid substance or sink into something else.
Examples:
Sink a lot of capital. Sink a buzzer beater. The abandoned ship slowly began to sink into the murky waters of the harbor.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Breed.
To keep animals for producing offspring in a regulated manner.
Examples:
Breed horses. Breed suspicion. This animal breeds in northern latitudes.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Dispossess.
To deprive someone of the possession or use of something, often property or land.
Examples:
Dispossess a person of his property. Dispossess an entire township. He was forced to dispossess his tenants because they couldn't pay the rent.
Ghetto.
An area of a city in which members of a particular group, typically an ethnic minority, usually live in poverty and with a high population density.
Examples:
Ghetto apartments. Ghetto school. The residents of the ghetto faced poverty and discrimination.
Frustration.
The feeling of being upset or annoyed as a result of being unable to change or achieve something.
Examples:
Frustration level. Express frustration. He felt a deep frustration as he realized the project would not be completed on time.
Initially.
At the beginning, at first.
Examples:
Initially anticipated. Diagnosed initially as a tumor. This train departed later than initially scheduled.
Rap.
A type of music characterized by a strong, repetitive beat and lyrics that often focus on social and political issues, a reproach for some lapse or misdeed.
Examples:
Rap music. Get a rap. The new rap album is getting a lot of attention.
Tap.
To hit someone or something quickly, gently, and often repeatedly, to use existing resources, such as energy, knowledge, etc.
Examples:
Tap a new market. Tap keyboard with an index finger. To expand the company, we must tap new human resources.
Dominant.
More important, influential, or easy to notice than anything else of the same type.
Examples:
Achieve a dominant share. Dominant force. Her company soon won a dominant market share.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples:
Ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Amateur.
Engaging in an activity or pursuing a particular interest without professional knowledge, training, or experience, non-professional.
Examples:
An amateur magician. An amateur musician. The amateur photographer captured some stunning shots during the sunset.
Astronomy.
The scientific study of objects and matter outside the Earth's atmosphere, especially the positions, motions, and evolution of celestial bodies.
Examples:
Astronomy science. A branch of astronomy. He had a deep passion for extragalactic astronomy and spent hours observing the night sky.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Leisure.
The freedom provided by the absence of pressures or responsibilities.
Examples:
Leisure activity. A person of leisure. I like to spend my leisure time playing sports or reading on weekends.
Kite.
A toy made of a light frame covered with cloth or plastic and joined to a long string that you fly in the air.
Examples:
Kite string. A picture on a kite. Benjamin Franklin proved that lightning is electricity through experiments with kites.
Surf.
To ride on or through waves while standing or lying down on a board or other object. To search or browse the internet or other computer networks in a casual or aimless manner.
Examples:
Surf the internet. Surf the waves. I'll surf the online store to see if I can find that item in a different color.
Acquire.
To buy or obtain something such as an asset, object, knowledge, etc., for oneself.
Examples:
acquire knowledge, acquire a new company. Children acquire language at a fantastic rate.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
invest in stocks, invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Globalization.
The process by which economies, societies, and cultures around the world become increasingly integrated and interconnected through the rapid exchange of goods, services, ideas, and people across international borders.
Examples:
the rapid pace of globalization, globalization trend. The spread of popular culture worldwide is an example of cultural globalization.
Educated.
Having received a high standard of education.
Examples:
educated adult, educated speech. Excellent speech is a characteristic of an educated man.
Consumption.
The amount used or eaten, the act of using up a resource such as energy, food, or materials.
Examples:
average fuel consumption, the consumption of food. In our country, water consumption usually decreases during the winter.
Expression.
The act of conveying thoughts, feelings, or ideas using words, facial expressions, body language, or art, a look or gesture that conveys a particular emotion or mood.
Examples:
artistic expression, expression of interest. His facial expression showed a mix of surprise and confusion.
Productive.
Resulting in or making a lot or a significant amount of something, especially something of value.
Examples:
low productive capacity, productive meeting. The new employee proved extremely productive, completing projects ahead of schedule.
Implication.
Something that is inferred or indirectly stated, the act or fact of being involved in something.
Examples:
the implication in a crime, the implication of a word. His poem has a very significant implication.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
mention name, mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Professional.
Having or showing the skill appropriate to a particular job, competent or skillful.
Examples:
Professional athlete. Certified professional secretary. He has a professional demeanor and always presents himself in a polished manner.
Astronomer.
A physicist who studies astronomy.
Examples:
Amateur astronomer. Solar astronomer. This question has fascinated solar astronomers for decades.
Telescope.
A device like a tube in shape containing lenses used to magnify and observe distant objects.
Examples:
A binocular telescope. Look through a telescope. This facility has the largest astronomical telescope in the country.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Rail.
A long, thin piece of metal or wood that is used to make fences or as a support for something. Verb, to complain bitterly.
Examples:
Rail system. Rail against his enemies. The children leaned over the bridge rail to watch the fish swimming below.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Sensor.
A device that receives a signal or stimulus such as heat, pressure, light, motion, etc., and responds to it in a specific manner.
Examples:
Motion sensor lighting. An image sensor. This automatic door could no longer be opened due to a sensor failure.
Landscape.
An expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view, a large area of land, especially in the country and relating to its appearance.
Examples:
A peaceful landscape. Landscape painting. Recent electoral shocks have shaken the political landscape in Europe.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Certainty.
The state of being certain.
Examples:
scientific certainty. Reach certainty about the theory. Through investigation, his suspicions hardened into certainty.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Succeed.
To accomplish or achieve a desired or intended result or goal, to prosper or attain success in a given field or endeavor.
Examples:
succeed beyond expectations. Succeed academically. I hope to succeed in my career and live a happy life.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position, a public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Copyright.
The legal right to be the only person or organization who can reproduce, publish, and sell a particular piece of work.
Examples:
artistic copyright. Copyright infringement. The company is taking legal action against those who have violated their copyright on the software.
Stifle.
To suppress or restrain something, particularly a feeling, emotion, or action, to suffocate or prevent proper breathing or ventilation.
Examples:
stifle a laugh. Stifle creativity. The oppressive regime tried to stifle free speech and dissent.
Corruption.
Dishonest, harmful, or illegal behavior, especially of people in positions of power.
Examples:
corruption accusation. Federal corruption charges. Rampant corruption led to a loss of trust in the government.
Incentivize.
To make someone want to do in a particular way by offering them a reward.
Examples:
incentivize carpooling. Incentivize the right behavior. Governments incentivize their citizens to buy eco-friendly products through subsidies.
Orchestrate.
To plan, coordinate, or arrange something, especially skillfully or cleverly. Noun, the act of organizing or directing the elements of a composition, especially in music.
Examples:
Orchestrate a takeover. Orchestrate the political reinstatement. He carefully orchestrated the details of his business plan.
Disseminate.
To spread or distribute widely, especially information or ideas, to scatter or disperse.
Examples:
Disseminate propaganda. Disseminate knowledge. It is important to disseminate accurate information to the public to prevent false rumors from spreading.
Thicket.
A dense group of trees, shrubs, or other plants, often forming an impenetrable barrier, a tangle or cluster of something that obstructs or impedes progress or movement.
Examples:
Dense thicket. Thicket of bushes. The hikers had to cut through the thicket to descend the mountain.
Venture.
A business project or activity that is risky or daring.
Examples:
Venture capital. A joint venture. The venture into the new market was risky, but it paid off. Capitalism. An economic system based on the private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit.
Examples:
Advance capitalism. Under the umbrella of capitalism. Capitalism also guarantees intellectual property rights and thus promotes innovation.
Brilliant.
Extremely clever, skilled, or impressive.
Examples:
Brilliant idea. Brilliant performance. The more brilliant you are, the more people around you look at you with envy and jealousy.
Outlook.
The likely future situation for someone or something, a habitual or characteristic mental attitude to life and the world of a particular person, group, or culture.
Examples:
The outlook of the town site. A positive outlook on life. Our company's business outlook for next year is bright.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Competition.
A situation in which someone is attempting to beat or outperform another.
Examples:
The first round of the competition. Interspecific competition. Global competition is rising in virtually every industry.
Bound.
To move forward by leaps and bounds, to form the boundary of something.
Examples:
abounded with delight. Bound up a staircase. Canada bounds on the United States.
Competitive.
Involving competition or competitiveness.
Examples:
A competitive price. Competitive position. The mobile application industry is a competitive one.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Sustain.
To supply enough of what somebody or something needs in order to survive or exist, to accept as valid.
Examples:
Sustain a good relationship with him. Sustain a wellness lifestyle. She struggled to sustain the children's reading habits.
Lever.
A handle used to operate a vehicle or a machine, a rigid bar resting on a pivot so that one end of it can be pushed or pulled easily.
Examples:
A gear change lever. Lever for reform. This initiative will be a lever for increasing company sales.
Monopoly.
Exclusive control or possession of something, especially an area of business, a board game in which players try to gain a monopoly on real estate.
Examples:
A government monopoly. Monopoly in distribution. The government strived to protect its tobacco monopoly.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Profession.
An occupation or vocation requiring advanced education or specialized training.
Examples:
Profession choice. Healthcare profession. Being a doctor is considered a highly respected profession.
Journalism.
The profession or activity of writing or reporting news for publication or broadcast.
Examples:
Journalism ethics. Tabloid journalism. She plans to study journalism in college and become a reporter.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
exciting football player, exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
a capillary tube, a glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour.
Heaven.
Of various religious and mythological traditions, a place or state of existence considered to be the abode of the divine, the afterlife, or a higher realm of being, a state of great happiness, contentment, or beauty.
Examples:
ascend to heaven, heaven on earth. He felt like heaven when he tasted the delicious chocolate cake.
Sake.
Purpose, reason for wanting something done.
Examples:
for your own sake, for the sake of argument. He got a new job for the sake of his family.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Condescend.
To behave or speak in a way that shows feelings of superiority or patronizing towards others. To do something that is considered beneath one's dignity or status.
Examples:
condescend to acknowledge. Condescend to their level. Despite his vast knowledge, he never condescends to his students, explaining complex topics simply and understandably.
Op-ed.
Denoting or relating to a piece of writing or article that expresses the author's opinion or point of view on a particular topic, usually published in a newspaper or magazine on the page opposite the editorial page.
Examples:
op-ed section, op-ed columnist. The op-ed piece offered a unique perspective on the political situation.
Editorial.
Relating to the expression of opinions or interpretations in the media.
Examples:
gain editorial help. An editorial article. The newspaper published an editorial on the current state of the economy.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Horror.
Intense fear or disgust, especially at something shocking or terrifying.
Examples:
horror movie. Horror-struck look. The stories of war crimes filled her with horror.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Dialogue.
A conversation in a book, play, or film.
Examples:
Platonic dialogues. The form of a dialogue. He recorded the dialogue at the time of the incident.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Domain.
A specific sphere of influence or control, a specific field of knowledge or expertise.
Examples:
Domain of use. A dependent domain. The company's domain in the market was expanding to new territories.
Tremendous.
Very great in degree or extent or amount or impact, extremely good.
Examples:
Tremendous amount. Tremendous popularity. We had a tremendous time yesterday.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Volunteer.
A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do.
Examples:
Seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
the structure of a machine, structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Instance:
a particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
for instance, notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Intelligent:
having the capacity for thought and reason, especially to a high degree.
Examples:
an intelligent person, intelligent assisting system. Intelligent robots that can cooperate with humans have limited motor output for safety.
Moving:
causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples:
moving experience, moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Contest:
a competition in which people compete for supremacy in a sport or other activity, a struggle between rivals.
Examples:
a speech contest, a close contest. There was a vast contest between the two tribes.
Occupy:
to consume all of someone's space, attention, or time.
Examples:
occupy his time, occupy a position. The young prince will soon occupy the throne.
Tricky:
requiring care and skill because challenging to do or deal with.
Examples:
tricky problem, a tricky recipe to follow. We have discussed the entirety of this tricky problem.
Clear-cut:
defined or delimited sharply and distinctly, easily seen or understood, without ambiguity or confusion.
Examples:
clear-cut evidence, clear-cut definition. The clear-cut instructions made the task simple and easy to follow.
Incredibly:
in a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
incredibly cheerful character, get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Paddy:
a flooded field where rice is grown, also known as a rice paddy, rice that is still in its husk, harvested from marshy fields called paddies, usually in Asia.
Examples:
paddy farming, paddy production. The sight of the paddy fields swaying in the wind was breathtaking.
Skyscraper:
a very tall building, typically one in a city.
Examples:
skyscraper apartment house, Steel-framed skyscraper. The 50-floor skyscraper loomed over the city, dwarfing the other buildings.
Server.
A computer program or a device from which other computers get information, a person who serves food in a restaurant.
Examples:
A mail server. Work as a server in a restaurant. After the airing of the TV commercial, many people accessed the website, and the server went down.
Subscribe.
To agree to receive or support something, often through payment or regular participation, to sign up for or enroll in something, such as a publication, service, or program.
Examples:
Subscribe to the service. Subscribe a petition. I want to subscribe to the newsletter to stay up to date on industry news.
Employ.
To give somebody a job and pay them for it, to make use of.
Examples:
Employ job seekers. Employ a new method. When making arrests, police officers frequently employ excessive force.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Employee.
A person who is hired to work for a business or organization in exchange for wages or salary, a worker.
Examples:
Employee benefits. Employee evaluation. The employee handbook outlines the rules and regulations that all employees must follow.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Sticky.
Made of or covered with an adhesive substance, hot or warm and humid.
Examples:
Sticky weather. Sticky situation. A peculiar sticky material coated the foliage.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Bounce.
To cause to move up or away after hitting a surface, to spring back.
Examples:
Bounce across the floor. Bounce back from failure. They will bounce between various emotional states.
Opt.
To make a choice from a range of possibilities.
Examples:
Opt out of society. Opt for a traditional wedding. I decided to opt for premature retirement.
Scratch.
To cut or damage the surface of something or the skin with a sharp or pointed object.
Examples:
Scratch off a name. Scratch my signature. Don't scratch your mosquito bites.
Queue.
A line of people or vehicles, especially one that forms outside a place of entertainment or a public building, waiting for something to become available.
Examples:
Form a queue. Queue system. There was a long queue at the popular attraction.
Reclaim.
To take back something previously lost, given, or paid, or ask to have it back.
Examples:
Reclaim a competitive position. Reclaim land from the sea. You may be entitled to reclaim some tax.
Workforce.
All the people who work in a company, industry, country, etc.
Examples:
Skilled workforce. The workforce is on strike. Many companies outsource and hire consultants to keep their workforce flexible.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Constrain.
To restrict or limit someone or something's freedom or ability to do something.
Examples:
Constrain his freedom. Constrain information flow. The political situation constrained the country's economic growth and foreign relations.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.